We're back. All right. So you move up here.
Yeah.
You can really hear the clicking sounds start back up.
Can you take 2 move actions? That's just a general question.
I think he's taken a movement and used his standard action to move as well.
Yep.
That's what I was trying to find out. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
I use my bonus action because since they're a row, you use the bonus action for cutting action, the move action just.
Yep.
To use dash, so I moved up faster.
All right.
If I want to, I can use my action to go the node dash. But I'm not going to take that chance. I'll try not to leave the party too far behind.
Okay. So anything else? You hear more clicking. It's bouncing off the walls ahead of you. It's getting a little louder.
Well, I don't see no one come around the corner yet, so I can't sign them. I can't signal them that there's something up here. And by the way, it's Sierra's turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move up. And I'm gonna ready my bow, my long bow. And I'm gonna ready my bow, my long bow. And I'm gonna ready my bow, my long.
All right. Shayra's ready to go. Laren moved up. So anything else, Shayra?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So Laren, you've moved up.
I haven't moved yet. I haven't taken a turn yet.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Oh wait, did it? I didn't mean to move like that. That wasn't supposed to be me. Okay.
Okay.
You put me back where I was.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, did. Oh,
I don't think Shayra.
That was my mistake, I guess.
And I'm going to keep my bow ready. Same condition.
Okay. So where were you trying to move to, Shayra?
As high up as I can.
Okay. All right. All right, Laren, what's up?
That's it. Keeping my action ready, and
Okay.
so
Okay.
on my turn.
All right. Zayla, you moved up. Or you're going to, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to there. And I'm gonna use my standard action to recall any religious things that I know of, burial
Okay.
places.
All right.
More information.
Okay. So this area appears to be, to you, it looks like from your training and also from your time that you spent in Candlekeep, you read about a place that would carry on these special rituals so that people would they would die with honor and they would be given a better afterlife if their bodies were taken care of. So to you, this looks like a place that may have been used in the ancient past to prepare bodies for their life their journey in the afterlife, I should say, almost like the Egyptians. You just feel like you're getting deeper into this place where the main temple or the main area may be, because these seems to be the wings or the the not so explored areas.
Yeah. Okay. Because I guess we're going deeper, I'm going to use my bonus action to give Namita Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. So you guys don't forget that you have the Bardic Inspiration. There's 2 of you now.
Okay, yes.
It will expire, but it'll be a long time.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Tristal.
Okay, I'm going to move up to here. I'm just going to get ready as my standard action.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to cast as a bonus action Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Okay. You got it. Shillelagh.
Yeah.
So when you use the weapon, you'll just use that effect.
Okay.
The Shillelagh. Because it has a cast button, which is your attack roll, and then it has the bludgeoning, and then it also has the Shillelagh effect. So I want you to click on the 3rd button to the right, and that lets us know that you cast it. All right?
Got it.
All right. Anything else?
That is all for me.
Okay.
Pass. Pass.
Hey, Centaurus. Anything else, Centaurus?
And I would like to see where was it? I would like to use my perception to see if I can see anything down the hallway of sorts. Because you said that we were hearing that noise was coming louder and closer.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll. Okay. So from your distance, you can tell that the clicking sound is actually moving closer to your group. And you can hear them, the noises bouncing off the walls. Right about in that area. And it kind of gives you an indicator that whatever it is not stationary. It's actually moving. And it's kind of a somewhat rhythmic clicking sounds. And it's quite disturbing. And the smell is still wafting through the halls. It's like a permeation of the stench. You still feel very uncomfortable, but you are given the inspiration that you guys can handle this as a group, as a team. And you pretty much hear some kind of weird sliding sound too, coming from that direction.
Well, I'll probably tell the party to be wary of the next doorway that's coming up ahead. It sounds like there's possibly something or someone.
Okay. Looks like Zamas. Amita.
I'm going to skirt up against this wall. I'm going to look around, peek around the corner. And I'm going to do a ready action with I'm going to put down my lantern and pull out my crossbow. If I see anything that coming this way, if it has to be threatened or hostile, then I
Okay. Shayra.
I'm just closing up to near mid.
Okay. You can't move through the wall.
Sorry. Okay.
Now I'll try it. I just moved Zayla out of the way for now. So you're moving up there.
Yeah, it worked just fine.
Okay. Anything else?
Why are you not behind me shields?
No, I'm good.
Sure you are. Okay, Laren.
I'm gonna. And I'm gonna keep my action ready. And
Okay.
that'll be it.
Okay. Zayla.
Okay. I'm just gonna go up behind the meat shield here, and ready my crossbow, light crossbow.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, Tristal. Not through the wall, sir.
Didn't curve around.
Try it
There we
again.
go. Now it's just dragging my map. There we go.
Okay. All right.
Good for me.
Okay. So, so you guys hear the sliding sound coming up from the east or the southeast. And from out of the darkness of this hallway in front of you, a weird humanoid figure appears, and it looks kind of odd. And it seems to be lumbering towards you guys. It's not moving very fast. It sure is ugly.
Does it look hostile?
Yeah. And anybody that had any readied actions, if you are in range, you can take a pop at it.
Okay, I'm with for range.
Okay. So go ahead and take a pop at it.
Where is it again?
No, I don't think.
Oh, since it does not reckon, do I get a sneak attack?
Yeah.
Since I hit it, so yeah, I'm ready to.
Make sure, yeah, there you go. Ooh. So all of a sudden she, meaning Namita, pops around the corner, sees the very beginnings of the shadow form, and takes a pop shot. And there's this big puff of like smoke or powder, and you hear this ooh, and it basically it just it starts to bellow and make these loud clicking sounds with its mouth.
I should have shot it in the mouth.
So Zayla took her free action and missed. Why did you attack Lyra though?
I don't think I targeted it properly, did I?
Yeah, you might have him
I
targeted.
must have.
So if you want to target something, make sure you don't have him targeted anymore.
Yep,
And
I've
then
changed my tag.
yeah, and then click on the target that you're going to target.
You still got him targeted.
Yeah.
All you do so like
I can see it.
control click once. That's it.
Yep.
There we go.
Well, good thing you missed me.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
So this thing is still moving forward very slowly, and it's moves up to here. It's moving closer. And that's its turn. Centaurus.
All right.
Before I do move, can I move and attack in the same turn? Because I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you can move up to your movement rate. You can split it up. You could do whatever.
Never mind. I can't reach it.
Okay.
But I'm still going to charge forward to guard the door.
Okay.
How do you check a range?
Yeah, you can check your spear if you want.
I'm actually going to open the door next to me to make sure that there's nothing else creeping around the corner.
Okay. Make a strength check. It is kind of stuck. So right on your actions tab up on top, there's your strength. Yep.
What?
So you shove on it and it kind of sticks, holds fast. And you got this ugly looking thing. As you get a better look at it, it's like nothing you've ever seen before. It's an abomination, and it really looks like something you want to get away from.
I think you rolled the save rather than your ability.
Yeah.
That did.
Yeah, so
should
if
I
you
reroll?
yeah, if you look at your sheet, there's C and S. So the check is the top one.
Okay, go to actions and then okay, check's top one. I see.
Yep. So if you just double click there. All right. So you're able to kind of shove it open, but it's giving you grief. You're able to peek in and you don't see anything in there, but you do see another door to the southeast. So Leyren, you have to mouse over yourself after you target something, and then you'll see the distance. But you have to have it targeted first.
I'm actually gonna probably go ahead and end my turn because there's not much else I can do.
Okay. All right, Zamas. You can hear that sliding and slithering around down the hallway. You heard a little bit of activity going on. You heard click. You hear this clicking sounds coming closer, and you hear your fellows moving into action. So you move forward. Okay, Namita. Whatever you got, you don't have a clean shot now. Your big buddy there is kind of in the way. Alley-oops.
Oh, my turn already?
Yeah.
Alright, just go. What action takes to reload the crossbow?
Yes.
Which one? Just bonus action?
Yeah, you can reload it, but you're not going to get any extra shots if that's what you're worried about. It's
I
part
can
of the
reload,
action.
Oh, gotta reload then shoot.
Yep.
All
But
right.
it's still part of your action. So you don't have to use a bonus action.
Alright. Alright. I've popped in another bolt in, run to the wall so I can go around this with I don't feel like hitting his flank. So I just hit the thing across the
Okay. Oh, Leyren, if you look in the description of your weapon, on the right of it, it'll tell you the range. There's a round, like a bow or something, or a bubble or a round circle next to your weapon. All right, Shayra. So there's some action going on.
Yeah. Can I shoot my bow past Centaurus, or do I have to move up to the wall like Nimit?
You have to move close to the wall and peek out, and then target. Let's see where your target goes. And go ahead and target the individual.
I think I did.
Okay, yep.
It's...
If you mouse over your character, you could see the trajectory. Now, you're going to have to shoot through Centaurus, but that's just a -2 to hit.
Could I try if I move a little further up?
Yeah. There you go. Now you got a cleaner shot.
Yeah.
do attack
Okay.
then. You do attack first. See if you hit or not.
Yep. So you double click on the attack roll.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh.
The damage will stand if you make a hit. So right next to your ranged weapon, you have black dice. If you double click on that, it'll.
Okay.
You hit, so it's fine. Yep, you're fine. So your damage. Yep. Did you already do damage or not?
Yeah, he already did damage beforehand. So he did hit. So
cool. All right. So it looks like you've removed some of his chest area. This creature.
Oh yeah.
Anything else, Shayra?
No, I'm done.
Still can't figure out.
How did you get 10 wounds?
Accidentally, one of the other people had him targeted.
Oh,
Man,
okay. I removed it.
shot himself.
I removed it. Hey, Leyren.
Okay, thanks.
Right, so I still can't figure out my range, but I'm going to go ahead and move. I mean, I can't figure out, like, that didn't find the button to see the range.
Well, if you go to your weapons tab or on your axis tab, you go to your weapon. You go all the way across. There's a round circle. If you open that up, it has the description of the weapon and the range included in it.
Just says magic weapons are unmistakably finer. You have a +1 bonus to attack rolls. That's all. Yeah, it doesn't have anything in the description. It just gives bonus damage properties.
Oh, that's because it was handmade. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally you would have a description in there. You're well within range, though. I wouldn't worry too much.
What's the penalty to shooting through square with a phone?
-2. So you just click -2,
Trying to get to this.
which is down below the chat area.
Right. Can you move me that square that I was just on? The right here.
Yeah, you have people in the way.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and so I roll the.
First, you click -2, and then you roll your attack roll. You just double click on your. Okay, you still hit even with the -2. And there you go. So you did heavy damage to it. The bow actually sailed right over the back of, or right between the legs or something of your buddy, and it nailed the this corpsey looking thing. It's really ugly. Let me see if I can find you a picture. Let's see. So this is what it looks like.
Oh, ew.
What's
Oh,
that?
I said ew.
It looks like a townsperson, maybe. You can't tell, but the way it's dressed, it just looks god awful. So anything else, Laren?
No, I don't know that. Can I take any more actions? This is where it would come in that I don't know what I can do.
Okay, so you've already moved pretty much. You've done an action. Now, if you have any bonus actions, that's the thing.
Where would I see that?
You have Slayer's Prey. You have Zephyr Strike, Hunter's Mark. So anything with a B is a bonus action.
Got it.
In your descriptions. But I think you've already kind of went beyond that for this turn anyways. So if you use Slayer's Prey, you'll get more damage on your next attack. Or if you want to use Hunter's Mark, you can use that to give you more damage.
Okay. So I'll end my turn.
Yep. Okay, Zayla.
Okay, I'm just gonna move up here to get a better view, and then I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire around the zombie thing.
Okay. So you can see the target. So all you have to do is drag the cast onto the target. So that forces the saving throw, so it succeeded.
All right.
So.
And with my bonus action, since I see the sorceress up front, I will give her Bardic Inspiration.
Yep.
She's not supposed to be up the front there, but good on her. Girl power.
Cool. Good job. So you you kind of are laying low, hanging back, and you're still taking in the sights. And the more you look at this place, the more it reminds you of something. Roll a history check.
Okay.
Your bardic inspiration went on the zombie, by the way.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, you
Oh, I
targeted the
dunno.
zombie.
I thought I put it on. How do I get rid of
I'll get rid of it. Just put it on the character that you want to put it on.
You can drag and drop the effect on another character.
So
Okay, I thought
your
I-
history check, you know that this kind of reminds you of a cult of some sort. And that's basically what's coming to you through experience through here. And some of the symbology you're starting to notice on the walls is indicative of a really horrid beast cult. The cult of Malar.
I recognize this as a cult of Malar. Do any of you know about it?
The ranger and the druid would. They're a really dangerous beast cult. And they're not very savory. So they may have made their lair here at one point. Or maybe they're still here. Or maybe the guy upstairs is in the cult himself.
Ooh. That's it for me.
All right. I think that little bit of news is more troublesome than the creature ahead. Trystal. So the beast cult of Malar is not a good thing.
And who would know this?
Hmm?
Who would know this information? Would anybody else in the party know it, or just?
Probably the ranger and the druid at least. And she said it out loud, so nice. Thump. So you guys thump that creature. Good job, Trystal. Anything else? All right. So this guy moves up. And let's see. So immediately, all of a sudden, this thing's mouth opens and this big cone-shaped gout of spore-like substance comes forward. So I will draw what it looks like. So it opened its mouth like it's going to yell. You hear this clicking sound. Then all of a sudden, this big foggy, like black cloud comes out of its mouth. So basically,
Not right.
anybody in that area.
Damn.
And there's a saving throw. So I got to target the two of you. So one of you succeeded, one of you failed.
Centaurus, you still have your bardic inspiration if you want.
Yes. Would I be able to use that?
Well, it is already been done.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and roll a 6-sided. So that would have given you 10 plus 5. So that would have been 15 to your save. So does that succeed? Yes, it would. So you don't take, neither of you take any effect from that. And remove the bardic inspiration.
How do I remove that from me?
Okay, on the combat tracker, there's a little winged boot where your entry is.
Only the caster or the DM can do that.
Oh, that's right. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't put it on himself, so I will remove it. So yes, you are able to save. It says each creature must succeed or take 10 or an average of. So you guys saved. Thank God.
I told you could do this, Centaurus.
Now kick it in the face.
Centaurus.
Leading the way. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my two-handed spear.
Okay. So all you have to do is either drag your weapon attack on the mold zombie, or you can also do it in the combat tracker. Wow, nice. So now make sure you use the two-handed damage.
And how do I do the?
There's three different damages. Just grab the last one on the bottom and drag it over to your target. The actual dice numbers. Nice. So this thing is getting riddled with holes.
And I'm actually gonna go ahead and end my turn with that.
Okay. Zamas.
I'm going to go ahead and throw a javelin at the mold zombie.
Yeah, you're going to have to go through 2 people.
Okay, so can I move first?
Yep. So now you only have to go through Centaurus. That would just be -2.
Okay.
Unless you want to get closer.
I think I'll stay right there.
Okay. So I would say you probably jump up and throw this thing at it. So you can just drag the attack roll onto your target, or you can target ahead of time and double click on the attack roll. Ah, so that thing goes flying out of your hand. It goes, and it flies over the top of Centaurus and hits the zombie creature. Now just drag
Sweet.
the damage onto it. Nice. So, anything else?
That's ended my turn.
Okay. Namita.
She draws her crossbow and moves.
Yeah.
And since the zombie is in contact with an ally, I get a sneak attack.
Nice. Yes.
Oh,
No sneak attack now. Jaira.
Fine. I'm trying to move past him. And 2. And then I'm gonna attack it with my bow.
better watch your back.
So if you move past him like that, he's going to get an extra attack on you. You'll get a free attack, basically.
Okay.
So you could move right next to him or stay where you're at.
But can I still use my bow from where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm staying put. How can I remove my movement?
I already did it for you.
Okay, thank you. Then I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay.
You're still targeting yourself, so you might hit yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got to remove that target.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
And now I can.
What did you ask?
I did my attack roll. Can I roll the 30?
Yeah, you can roll damage. Got a hit there. All right. So it just goes tick, and it sticks into the side of his thigh.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. All right, Leyron.
Clarification on my next move. I can use my bonus action first, correct?
Yeah, you can use your bonus action.
So Zephyr Strike says that once before my spell ends, I give myself an advantage on the weapon attack, which is fine. It says whether I hit or miss, my walking speed increases by 30 feet. So does that mean I can move, attack, and then move again? Or do I need to take that 30 feet before I attack?
I think you could move and then attack and move again.
All right. All right, cool. So I'm going to use...
But you can't break away from your target. So if you leave his vicinity, you're going to get... Well, it says you don't get a provoke.
Right,
That's
I
good.
don't get it.
Good.
I'm gonna run past him where...
Yes.
So
I got you. So you have 4 buttons there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the first button on the left, you're going to roll that, or you're going to add that to you if you hit. So you want to, the third button, you want to click on that. That's the effect. Concentration.
All right. So that one I've got. And then the second one is going to be...
I can't see.
So now I move.
The second one is a note. So go ahead and click on that one. Yep. Yep. And then what's the third one? Okay, that's the advantage. All right. So go ahead and move your character. And then if you basically, no, it doesn't. Go ahead and click the advantage part, I guess, because this is for attack rolls. So it'll only affect your attacks. So that's the last button.
All right.
All right.
Now I'm moving through 2 allies, so that's going to cut off 5
20 feet.
Right? It's going to cut off 20 feet. So
Total.
I can only move, so if I'm moving 60, I can move 40.
Yep.
Perfect. So I'm going to move here.
You can't end your attack in someone else's square. You have 2 people in your way.
Yeah, that's what it. So that should be. The way I did that. That should be a 40-foot move.
Right, but you can't. Well, hold on a sec. Yeah, you can't end up in someone else's square.
Right. No, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to move all
Okay.
the way to that. All right. I see what you're saying. So move me. I want to move that and then just do the.
Do what?
So move me a total of 40 feet, and then I'll make my attack.
So where do you want? Go ahead and move from there where you want to move. Okay, that's only 5. Okay.
It's not showing.
So you're going to attack him on passing, what you're saying.
Well, I was going to get back here and then draw my bow, like use my bow.
Okay. So you
And
move
that's-
past him, You didn't get it the opportunity attack. And you can give yourself advantage, which you already have that enabled. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
And I also get the effect of the 1d8 force, which I didn't add.
You will if you hit, yes.
Okay, so let me do the attack roll.
Nice. And now apply the damage effect, which is the first button. And then roll damage. Nice. So that helped having that extra D8
Yeah.
in there. So yeah, that's that put a dent in this creature for sure. It's really starting to slow down. It's really like lumbering. So that is your turn, basically.
Yep, my turn is done. Am I in a square? I can't tell if I'm not in a square.
Now you are. Okay.
Is there a way for me to clear the line that shows my movement line?
Those aren't your lines.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
Nope, other people. Okay. Is there anything else, Leyland?
I think that does it. And do I have to track that I
Yep.
use that?
Yep.
So that's a spell slot?
Yep. Okay. So let's go to, I guess it's Zayla's turn coming up.
Yep. I'm just going to move up here to this puddle. I guess it's not too deep since everyone's been walking through it. And then I'm just going to vicious mockery it. So tell it, you call that a stink cloud. I've seen vagrants with worse breath than you. And I'm gonna,
So it failed its save.
okay, so that's the damage.
That's going, ugh.
Lyroon AFK, but I can still hear.
Okay.
Thinks about its past life.
Yeah. You just reminded it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Crystal. Nice. So another sling wallop. She just flung that over him and just hit him on the side of its head. And his head explodes. Crystal. Anything else? Oh crap. So the zombie recharged its breath weapon. But he's not going to use it. He's going to actually he is going to use a slam attack. So there's one hit.
Can I use my cutting words as a reaction?
Yes.
So I just roll a d6 for that, don't I?
So, ouch. So let me reverse -5 from Centaurus. Where are you, Centaurus? Poor thing. So he's at 23 wounds. Glad you did that.
Did that help? I can't see.
Yes. He was going to be unconscious, but he just got his ass handed to him. Like he's like buckled.
Well, I told Centarius I was going to protect him.
You did. Okay, Centarius, you're in bad shape. Now this would be a good time to use your action surge or your excuse me, in this
Second
case.
wind.
Yes. So
I was thinking that as well.
all you have to do is click on that little plus button. And that's a bonus action, so it ain't going to take that much. And look at that. That helped.
Oh yes, that was a lifesaver. Right
Now
there.
close the or click on the little button on the left to signify that you used it.
On the left. Oh, okay. I see.
Yep. Now what you're going to do is you are going to decide if you want to move, and if you move away from him, he might get an opportunity attack. Or you can take a you know, basically strike him. And then if you want to use you know, a dodge action, you can do that as well.
Can I attack this turn, or did that take up my attack?
No, that was a bonus.
Okay, well I'm gonna go and attack them with my two-handed spear.
Okay. Nice. Oh, you took it out. This thing goes out in a puff of smoke, and it basically falls down into like a pile of dust and dried bones and mush. So you don't hear the clicking anymore, and the rest of you feel a little bit more at ease as the zombie-like creature falls to the floor. And after that happens, a strange gust of wind starts to blow around inside of this, whatever this thing is. Maybe it's an abandoned temple. Maybe it's not. But whatever it is blowing away that smell, that filthy smell. And it's almost like anything that was happening here before is being reversed before your very eyes, as if like you've lifted a curse or you've caused something evil to be pushed aside. And you get this feeling of relief. And later in you, that gnawing feeling is starting to subside. You get this like feeling of relief. You don't have that nauseous feeling anymore or the anxiety, and you feel a little bit more calm. And you hear some thumping from up above. You're not sure exactly where it's coming from, but you guys hear some thumping sounds coming from up above. Very faint, but you can hear them.
Yeah, I'm going to grab my crossbow, grab the ladder, and let's go ahead and just go back up and see where that noise is coming from above.
Okay. So it is coming back from the way you came.
Do we have the dash action? I don't see it available on here.
It's something you declare.
Okay.
So you can move double your movement rate.
Yeah, I'm going to dash, then I'm going to use my cone action for additional 30 feet. So I can go a total of 9.
Okay. So go ahead and move your token. As you round the corner, you see your buddy down at the bottom of the stairwell, and he says, "What's going on down here?" and you see a large swath of sunlight coming through the basement door, or at least the hallway. There's some reflective sunlight coming out. And you guys haven't been here that long, so it's kind of strange the sun is up
Hmm.
because it was
Did
just
you
dark. So he says, "Come on out of there." He says, "What are you guys doing down here?"
take care of the noise.
He kind of looks like he's dumbfounded, like he doesn't know what you're talking about. He says, "Who in the hell are you, lady? What are you doing in my house?"
You hired us to help you to investigate this noise.
He kind of looks at you funny. "I don't know what you're talking about, but whoever's down here," and he kind of raises his voice, "you all better get out of here. This is private property."
Can I say whether there's some kind of magic that's been cast on him or
Sure.
something like that?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll Arcana. So before your very eyes, I'm assuming you guys are all kind of heading back, and he's looking to see who's down in his basement. Right where his chest had been open, where it was all hairy, you notice that there was a dark stain, or maybe a tattoo, on his chest. It just fades as you look towards him. And he looks dumbfounded, like he doesn't know what you guys are doing.
I ask, you don't recall anything at all? We met you at the bar. You wanted us to get rid of
I
the
remember,
clicking noise.
I remember I was coming down here to check on my family. And that's the last I remember.
Your family lives in these tombs?
Well, we had just bought the place just yesterday.
Huh?
That's what he's saying. Like, yeah, we just bought the place to come down and check on my family, and you guys are down here.
Well, these rooms have been here for many years, much longer than you've been alive. Are you sure that that's what you remember?
I know we bought the place, and we were gonna check out the basement. And I haven't seen my family in a while, so I assumed that they had come down here. And next thing I know, I'm outside, and I look and I see that the door's open. So I come down to investigate, and here you guys are.
Well, that's truly mysterious.
Did you see my wife and my kids?
No, we have not seen anyone.
What's really strange is the dog. The dog comes in, and the dog looks 10 years younger, as if it was funky and still had life to it.
Hmm.
Well, we've only explored some of these rooms here. We've only seen one person, but I don't think that was your wife, though I'm not quite sure whether. Did it look female, that zombie? The molds?
Zombie? You calling my old lady a zombie?
No. It was just something we saw down the way over there.
Maybe it was one of my kids. They like to play jokes.
I don't think this thing that we fought was a joke.
What?
It was a real zombie.
He kind of looks confused. What's happening here?
Well, I don't know what's going on here either, but it seems like you might have been under a spell, an enchantment, perhaps.
You kidding me?
Or a curse.
That's magic. I don't deal with that. I'm a woodsman. I'm Merle T. Jack. Don't you know who I am? A famous hunter.
Yes, Mel. We met last night, as we've said. You asked us to look at the clicking noises down here, but we didn't see your wife or kid.
And he looks at himself, like kind of really just kind of starts looking. And he says, "Damn it, I smell like shit." And he says, "I haven't taken a bath and he just realizes that just everything's out of place, including himself."
I wave my hand and use prestidigitation to try to get rid of some of the dirt, but probably it's not enough.
He's like, "What is going on?" And he he says, "Well, I don't have the key anymore." And he's like feeling around in his pockets. And then,
Well, here it is. Just put it back in his hand.
oh, he was like, "How did you
That
get the
key?
key?" And then he's like filling in his pockets, and he's got a couple gold in his pockets. And he says, "Where did I get all this gold?" So he's really confused and very, very, how would I say, kind of disoriented. And he says, "We need to go upstairs. I got to sort this out. I don't understand. I need your help."
Yeah, so let's get out of here and talk in your house upstairs.
And as you guys are leaving, you notice that the floor is starting to mend. There was cracks on the floor. There were stains that are no longer as visible. There are just real subtle things that are changing as you leave. And it's almost like time itself was trapped here. Something happened. But whatever it was strange. And it centered around that creature that you guys had defeated.
Do you put that thing to rest? Who knows?
Yeah.
Must have been that beast cult. Something to do with the beast cult.
He said, "Beast cult." Merle says, "Beast cult? What beast cult?"
Have you heard of, is it the cult of Malar?
Yeah, I actually have heard of them.
Have
And he's
you
got this,
encountered it?
he looks at his face and he says, his face kind of changes and he goes, "I did meet one of them freaks in the tavern." And
What
he's
did
like,
they look like?
he kind of describes their mannerisms and how they dressed. And they pretty much fit his description. And he looks at himself and he says, "Oh my God, something's happened to me. And my family, what happened to my family?" Shayra, why don't you roll a insight or a perception? So you have this sneaky hunch that something bad has happened here and that his family was victim of it, including himself.
And the poor dog.
He had 2 children and a wife. And you have a feeling that you just killed his wife or what was his wife. You're probably considering that he doesn't really understand what happened. Between all of you guys that are here, He pretty much gathered the fact that his family was sacrificed to the beast cult of Malar, and they were trying to awaken their god, and they used this as a base of operations. And they used Merle as a pawn or as a puzzle piece to whatever they were trying to unravel.
Well, it sounds like you've gone through an ordeal, Bill. Perhaps you can leave this life away and start a new one, start fresh again.
He kind of starts sobbing, puts his hands up to his face, and he says, "What do I do? I've lost so much time." And he's like, "But I don't feel like I've lost a day." And you guys don't know if it's the other way around or not either. Maybe it's you guys that lost the time.
Well, your dog looks younger anyway. Last time we saw him, he looks like he was 10 years younger. Well, that's dog years, I assume.
Well, that's a sign. So he picks his dog up and pretty much puts her up over his shoulders and says, "Let's get out of here." So he beckons all of you to follow him. And he says, when we leave this place, we're going to lock it back up and we're not going to come back here. Nobody should be down here. And I'm going to have to figure out what happened to my children and my wife and family. Because they may not be down there, but that's your guys' hunch. None of you have said that outright, so that's going to be up to him to figure that out.
Yeah, but we did not check the rest of the area, though.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get a cleric in here. There seems to be some kind of ritualistic goings on in there, so perhaps they could help.
Something what they call it, cleansing.
Sorry, I missed what.
So we're going to have to call it there, you guys.
Is no one going to take the opportunity to say my name is Merle?
Is it really?
No, but it just felt fitting.
I was going to say sorry. I didn't mean to use your name. So we have to kind of call it a day. Mainly I was doing this so you guys can get a little bit of practice and kind of get a feel for how the game flows. You're not always going to have a map, and you're not always going to, go through the same thing with the same DMs. Always going to be different. You guys help shape the story, and you contribute what you can, if it's possible, if you're comfortable with it. So, other than Alex, how did you guys do? So start with Zayla.
I've used this interface before, so I was quite familiar and comfortable with role playing her. So yeah,
Good.
It was good. Fun.
I would definitely want you as a bard again.
Okay.
So if you played a bard and I knew you were playing, I would definitely give you a ring.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Zamas, how about you? You okay, Zamas?
Yeah, here I am. I definitely found it very interesting. Yeah, using the interface was quite interesting, so I think I got a lot out of it.
Now you weren't able to fully utilize your character, but you started kind of getting the hang of it towards the end.
Yeah, I was deciding whether I should rage or not. I thought I'd save it in the bank, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do melee with the mold zombie.
Right, and I think you made the right choice. So how about you, Tristel? You kind of hung in the back, but you did have the role.
I was really, looking to try to see the interface from the player's side because that's what I need to implement with a lot of the schools I teach at. So I think I did all right with it. It's certainly a lot easier than all the other interfaces I've tried in the past, so I was real happy with that.
Good.
The group actually did really well itself, So I was pretty happy just kind of laying back and listening to the story. So,
Cool.
yeah.
And you were able
good.
to do some things. I was a little worried that you were just going to hang back,
Oh no.
but you did okay.
Yeah.
And with Alex taking the lead, you kind of made sure that nothing was going to happen to you guys that are trying to cut in front of her. The Shayra, what about you? You did okay?
I think I did. I shot myself.
Well, at least you
But
were able to do a few things. You didn't just sit
yeah,
back. That's good.
yeah, I was able to get a little bit into the character sheet a little bit deeper, and yeah, get a little bit of hang of it of the interface and all the nifty.
Cool. And how about you, Laren? You did okay?
Yeah, no, it was great. I'd want to definitely do some more of those to get the hang of it, but it was definitely.
All right. And Centarius.
I'd say I'd have to say the same thing because this is my first game I have ever played, so I actually got to understand how it at least works a little better now.
Yeah. So when you guys join a table, the main thing you want to look for when you actually get a good game or what you think is a good game, make sure that chemistry's there. If you don't feel right or if you're not comfortable, don't play in it. Move on or make your own. A lot of people just do it just because they want to play. Well, a lot of times those tables don't stay together. So I suggest that you take your time and be picky about some of the tables you join. If it's just for one shots, I wouldn't worry about it. But if it's for day to day or week to week or whatever frequency you play, got to make sure you kind of get along with some of the people that you play with. And that's
Yeah.
important to have that. So that's one aspect of it. The other is, you can get a real flaky DM that says, "Oh yeah, we're gonna play Sunday," and then Sunday comes, "Oh, we're gonna play next Sunday." If you get into that situation, it's probably time to move on as well. So I wish you guys all luck in your endeavors in trying to find the ultimate game or run the ultimate game. And I hope that you come back to the college and keep learning, um, get to know the community, find out who makes maps. I think one of you said you don't make maps very well. I don't remember who it was, but there's a lot of talent in our community. So if you guys want to embrace that side of things and use this as a resource, that's what it's going to be for. Um, this is not generally where we run games, but we do have these one shots occasionally. But you will eventually find somebody that's running a campaign, and you'll probably have a chance to get into a decent campaign. And most of the people in that campaign will probably be trained. So they've gone through a little bit of these character creation classes and the one shots, and some of that awkwardness will be removed. So that's what I'm really hoping is to keep the hobby going and to make sure you guys get over this initial hurdle of learning how to play.
So I got a quick question for you while you have
Sure.
you on here.
Sure.
So one of the things I have coming up is every quarter I get with all the librarians here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I talk to them about games and how to implement clubs and recommend games to them and all that kind of stuff. And this upcoming quarter we're going to focus on role playing games, and I wanted to be able to showcase this platform for maybe they don't have an RPG group at the library, but they could have the kids, if they wanted to, come in through Fantasy Grounds if they don't have computers at home or whatever. What would be the best way, do you think, to showcase that in that sort of setting? Because you're looking at, I've got 45 minutes for each class. About 45 minutes. hmm And should I run side by side, or should I just pull up the DM's version? Yeah, that wouldn't be hard. I can bring this myself. All right. I just think this is maybe the best tool I've ever seen to teach these kids. Today, I taught at every Wednesday I teach at a private school for kids with lots of mental and social issues. And some of them are not high functioning and whatever, and we use this. And having this, the ability to split screens and put the maps up there and allow them to see it versus always theater of the mind makes it so much easier for them. And it's such an easy way to teach them with the way that all this is laid out. So, it's an amazing tool. Well, I will. Thank you. Awesome. All right.
No.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Me too.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thanks for
Have
running.
a good one.
Thanks for running it, Lyron. Bye.